Hello and welcome to 14th video of our course. At this point, we have understood our product mostly. Now we will go in depth to understand our users. In this video, I am going to tell you every single thing about interviews like interview questions, how to find people and how to ask. So let's get started. One of the most important steps of our UX design process is the interview. This step takes time but brings effective results if done correctly. Before an interview, we must be prepared of goals of our interview. We should know what type of data we want from our users. In our app design, we are going to design an app which is completely new and most of people are not aware of this thing. Other scenario which you might face is that client asks to research on an app which is already there and want to improve few parts of this, like client want to change sign up process and he or she wants research on that. So in that case you would give users prototype or some other competitors app and you analyze how they interact with this and what are the difficulty they are facing. Our question will be according to the scenario we're working on. At this stage where we are at the very beginning, we will get to know our users. We will be doing research on overall product. So our goal from that interview are to know, does people really need it? What are user motivations, goals, and pain points? Competitive analysis. Find our users for interview. Since these are problem of users, so to find it and solve it, you have to contact users that will use this. But before you contact them, you will have to find them. Here are a few ways that can help you. The first way is that you can hire some paid services. Just type on Google and you will have it. One of the platform is Respondent. You can literally find users by title, niche, or category you're working on. This is the most effective way but expensive one. Only go for it if your client or company has enough budget. We are not going to work on it as our client is not paying for it for this project. Second method is easier one, the one that I use often and we will use this for our course. And that is the use of Facebook groups or pages, LinkedIn, Reddit and other online communities. We already searched and had an in-depth understanding of our users. You might be thinking we did research, understood them, but how we are gonna call users for interview? One direct way is to message many people and some of them may reply and you may find someone for interview as a volunteer. Another way is to create a post and publish it in different groups. Third way is the easiest one, and that is that you can ask your family or close friends. You can simply ask them casually. This might not be effective in some cases, but we can have a pretty good idea from that. Fourth technique is that you ask your friend for a coffee or tea, and while having it, just ask casually about the product. This technique sometimes proves to be very powerful and cheaper as you are interviewing a friend just for a tea. Enjoy. So from above four methods, we can say that interview can be two types. Either you meet physically or you held a Zoom session face to face. For the purpose of this course, I had discussions with my friends and mostly I did interviews online. As this topic was little personal and also it was convenient for me. So after my discussion with the client, we decided to go for online interviews. Now at this stage, you might be thinking, what question should we ask? Well, there are different scenarios as it depending on the product category and stage of the product. As you know from our product, we are at the very early stages, so our main focus will be to know our users and pain points. What question I asked for this project? I will show you the demo of that interview in my next video. Here are some of the question types that you should be aware of. First is knowing our users. To know users, you can ask what you do. Are you a student or an employee, a business or a freelancing? Their daily routine and their screen time on mobile. You can ask like what are the challenges they face. You have to relate this question to your product. Second type of questions can be to know users behavior. These type of questions are usually asked when your product is launched or in its at final stage. You can ask questions like their past and future experience since this product is not launched yet. So I will show them rough sketches I built to get a better understanding of product and take their opinions on that. Questions like, will this product solve their issue? How will you access our product? How often you will use it? How it can be improved? There can be other scenarios also. After watching this video, please check out the link in description for other scenarios and what questions can be asked. Now I'm going to tell you the best tips that you should and should not adopt. First, let's take a look at it. First, we will go for the things that we should do. We should make a plan before the interview, clear our goals, note down our questions before the interview, note down or record their answers and behaviors. Try to ask them questions at their residence or in an environment where they will use your product. Always keep users and business needs in parallel. Things we should not do. Never ask direct questions, as in our scenario, we would not ask questions like, will you use credit card for our service? Rather, try to ask in an indirect way like, do you use credit cards or other payments methods to online services? Do not guide them with long questions. Just ask small questions. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to channel. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video where we will have a complete demo of interview with a user.